Hey guys, today I'm going to introduce one simple tip that will help you obtain better day for night results when filming characters from mid-shots to close-ups. We'll go from this to this. The day for night process is certainly not a new filmmaking concept. It's been around since the golden age of cinema and is still used to this very day. Filmmaking at night will provide a variety of challenges and obstacles to overcome, and of course it is very expensive to do so. Even more so, filming large exteriors at night or in moonlight is next to impossible, as neither film stock or digital sensors have the sensitivity of the human eye. As a result, large exterior spaces would need to be vastly illuminated. As esteemed cinematographer of the Batman and Dune, Greg Fraser says,
and ultimately Denis' problem, because I explained the pros and cons, is that you can light up a pool of light in the desert, but what happens beyond that? It goes black. Right. So it looks like they're standing under a street light.
Therefore, filmmakers often move to the day for night process. This is where you basically film at daytime, under strict conditions of course, such as ensuring there is no harsh sunlight and you are underexposing, and then in post-production you provide the footage with a nighttime grade. The results can certainly be mixed. Some look very convincing, others have to be stylized, and then there are some not well received simply because of how dark the filmmakers have made the footage in post-production. For years on YouTube, we have seen tutorial after tutorial on how to grade your footage so that it appears like nighttime. And a lot of the time, even when following the basic principles and then also following the grading tutorial to a T, the end result can just look off. It may appear too contrasty, too blue, or perhaps you need to lower the exposure down to the point where you're going to get Game of Thrones type criticism. For example, here I have my talent in overcast conditions, which is perfect for day to night, and when I apply my day for night grade, it's just too much. The background does look quite convincing, but the subject has been Game of Thronesified. But I have a tip for you, a technique that you can employ in order to obtain better day for night results. And that is to actually use more light. Wait, what? Aren't we trying to make this look dark? The answer is yes, but we also need our talent to be viewable on screen, or at least provide the talent with a level of contrast on their face so there's visibility. Quite like how you expose to the right in order to protect the highlights and then reduce the exposure in post-production. We're doing the same practice with light. So when we bring the exposure down, our talent is still visible in a nighttime environment. To do this, you're going to want to use a soft light. I'm using the Aperture Nova P300, which is naturally soft. And then you're going to want to position it on the side of the face which is receiving the most ambient light. This will raise those luminance levels up just a touch more. And you don't want the light to be too overpowering, just enough to make a small impact. Now, when we apply our grade, we have the darkened environment, but because there's that extra touch of soft light hitting our talent, the face remains more distinguishable in the new environment. And if I revert back to the original clip, we can see a significant difference between the two, even though they're using the exact same grade. Sometimes we actually need to do the opposite of what we're trying to achieve for better visual results. This is movie magic after all.